In the intricate tapestry of Hollywood relationships, few narratives capture the essence of resilience and reinvention quite like the evolving story of Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott. After nearly 2 decades of marriage marked by public highs, private lows, and everything in between, the couple's decision to part ways in 2023 could have easily spiraled into the kind of tabloid-fueled chaos that defines so many celebrity splits. Instead, what emerged was a testament to maturity, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to their 5 children. A blueprint for modern co-parenting that defies the stereotypes of bitterness and acrimony. Tori, the iconic star of Beverly Hills 90210, has openly shared how this new chapter, finalized just weeks ago, has not severed their bond but rather reshaped it into something stronger, more purposeful, and deeply familial. At the heart of their story lies a profound shift in priorities. Tori, now 52, has always been the quintessential family woman, her life orbiting around the laughter and milestones of her kids. Liam, who at 18 is stepping into adulthood with the quiet confidence of someone who's navigated his parents' ups and downs. Stella, 17, a budding artist whose creativity mirrors her mother's flair for drama. Hattie, 14, the insightful soul who unwittingly became the catalyst for change. Finn, 13, the adventurous spirit who keeps the household buzzing with energy. And little Beau, 8, whose innocent joy serves as the glue holding everyone together. These children, born from a union that began with fairy tale romance on the set of a Lifetime movie in 2005, were never pawns in their parents' marital unraveling. Instead, they became the guiding light, compelling Tori and Dean to approach their divorce not as adversaries, but as allies in a shared mission. "We do family dinners, we do everything together," Tori reflected in a candid conversation, her voice laced with a relief that's palpable even in print. This isn't mere lip service to civility, it's a deliberate choice, woven into the fabric of their daily lives. Picture this: Sunday evenings where the aroma of home-cooked lasagna fills the air, the clink of forks against plates punctuating stories from the week's adventures, school plays, soccer games, and those quiet moments of homework help that stretch into heartfelt talks. Dean, 59, with his rugged charm and history as a chef, often takes the helm in the kitchen, whipping up meals that evoke nostalgia from their earlier, simpler days. The kids, in turn, thrive in this blended normalcy, shuttling between homes without the sting of division. Liam might discuss college applications over dessert, while Beau curls up for bedtime stories that alternate between parents' voices. It's a rhythm that's taken time to perfect, born from countless therapy sessions and tear-streaked nights, but one that's now as natural as breathing. Tori's journey to this place of gratitude wasn't straightforward. The actress, whose career has spanned from teen heartthrob to reality TV maven, entered motherhood young and with unbridled optimism. Marrying Dean in 2006 after a whirlwind courtship, she envisioned a lifetime of red carpets and family vacations, much like the glossy ideals of her 90,210 days. But reality, as it often does in the unforgiving spotlight of fame, crept in with its shadows. Infidelity rumors swirled in 2013, testing the foundations of their bond and thrusting their private pain into public scrutiny. Therapy became a lifeline, pulling them back from the brink multiple times. Yet, as the years wore on, the cycles of reconciliation grew exhausting, the arguments more frequent, and the emotional toll on the children impossible to ignore. It was Hattie, ever the perceptive middle child, who pierced through the facade one fateful evening. In the soft glow of their living room, amid scattered toys and half-finished puzzles, the 14-year-old posed a question that echoed like a thunderclap. "Have you ever considered what it would be like to be with someone else and not dad and get treated right?" The words hung in the air, a child's unfiltered plea wrapped in love for both parents. Hattie adored her father, his goofy dances, his unwavering support at ballet recitals, but she saw the strain in her mother's eyes, the way Tori's laughter had dimmed. That moment crystallized what Tori had long suspected. Staying together for the sake of appearances was no longer serving anyone. "It got to the point where it was worse for the kids to see us together," she admitted, her voice cracking with the weight of hindsight. The fights, once muffled whispers behind closed doors, had escalated into echoes that reverberated through the house, imprinting on young minds the subtle art of discord. The decision to separate was agonizing, a slow unraveling of vows exchanged under Tuscan skies. Tori, drawing from her own upbringing in the whirlwind Osborne-like dynasty of her father Aaron Spelling's empire, knew the scars of dysfunctional family dynamics all too well. She refused to let history repeat. Legal teams were assembled not for battle but for blueprinting, a custody arrangement that prioritized flexibility, joint decisions on education and health, and holidays celebrated en masse. The divorce proceedings, which culminated in a swift and amicable finalization, stood in stark contrast to the horror stories Tori had witnessed among peers: dragged-out court battles, asset wars, and alienated children caught in the crossfire. "I was shocked because I always read horror stories and everyone predicted it to be so messy," she confessed, a wry smile betraying the irony. Instead, it unfolded with a gentleness that surprised even her closest confidants. Mediators praised their cooperation. Lawyers joked it was the smoothest case of the year. This harmony extends beyond logistics into the emotional realm, where Tori and Dean are relearning each other as individuals rather than spouses. Dean, post-separation, has channeled his energy into personal growth, embracing sobriety with a fervor that inspires his ex-wife. Their interactions now lack the undercurrent of resentment, replaced by mutual respect forged in the fires of shared parenthood. Family outings, a hike in the Hollywood Hills, a beach day in Malibu, feel less like obligations and more like celebrations of continuity. The children sense this shift. Stella's artwork has taken on brighter hues, Finn's jokes land with renewed punchlines, and Bo's hugs linger a beat longer. Tori often pauses in these moments, marveling at the unintended gift, a family not fractured but reconfigured. Reflecting on her role as a mother, Tori grapples with the paradox of her choices. "On my part, at least, the want of kids always wanting their parents together, I think kept me from making what was outwardly a better decision for them than what they saw between two partners," she mused. It's a raw admission, one that resonates with countless parents navigating similar crossroads. In an era where social media amplifies the illusion of perfect unions, Tori's transparency cuts through the noise. She's no stranger to vulnerability. Her podcast, Misspelling, has become a confessional space for dissecting everything from postpartum woes to the pressures of legacy.